put my headphones in because I had them like in my hand. Just put them in and was like playing on my phone, so I'd have to like stop talking to this very clearly manic woman. She was probably like anywhere from 25 to like 32. And I was like, oh my God, like what the fuck is happening? So I'm sitting here thinking like, there's no way they're gonna let her on this plane, right? There's no fucking way. We get on the plane, I go and sit down, and you know when you like walk on United, how they have the ladies at the front where they've got like holding the bowl with all of the like Sani wipes. So we all like are taking one. She's behind me. She takes like a handful of these Sani wipes. She goes, what are these? And the lady was like, oh, they're sanitation wipes. And she goes, oh my God, hooker bath, love that. I'm not gonna have a stinky pussy on this flight. What the fuck? And they were like, oh. Like both the flight attendants were like, oh. And I'm like, she's the only one laughing, but I'm like in front of her in like the walkway to my seat, like, what the fuck? And she taps me on the shoulder and she's like, what seat are you in? And I was like, oh, and I think I was in like 24F. She's like, oh, fuck, I'm in 21A. We're not gonna be able to sit next to each other, girly. And I was like, oh, have fun in Vegas. Like, so I go and sit down just like, what a nightmare. I'm texting Woodsy furiously, like, you're not gonna believe this psychopath, like, that was on the breezeway, just so fucking manic. Eyes are bigger than her head, like, very clearly in a manic episode, like, oh my God. And was like, oh my God, that's insane. And I was like, yeah, when we both land, let's just like, whoever lands first, we'll just text like where we're at in the airport and we'll just meet the other there. She's like, cool, sounds good. We're late as fuck, obviously, to Vegas. We take off, no big deal, right? Well, I land in Vegas first, right? And it's not late, but it's decently late. It's like, 7:45, 8 p.m. right in there. And Woodsy's location still says unavailable. I was like, okay, so she's still in the air. And I walk over, I grab a hot dog. Fucking course, my favorite food. I see that they have a hot dog stand. I'm like, oh, I love this city. We're so fucking back. So I go grab a hot dog. And I just decided like I wasn't going to drink until like we got to Mickey's house and shit like that. Well, Woodsy texts me. She's like, hey, yo, just landed, deboarding, where you at? And I was like, Wetzel's Pretzels. She's like, you fucking would be. So I'm sitting there waiting. Woodsy rocks up. I was like, oh my God, sorry, it's my fucking bitch husband, Kevin. Hold on. I have such a moral issue with Kevin because while I love to see a man fucking working, I don't like when a man also annoys me. So it's a weird relation. It's a true marriage with Kevin. Anyways. So we're like, Woodsy and I finally like meet at the rendezvous point, which is the Wetzel's Pretzels in the airport. Or if it's not a Wetzel's Pretzels, it's an Auntie Anne's, whatever it is. And she goes, hey, I just want to give you fair warning. And I was like, okay, what's good? She's like, we might be walking into an absolute shit show at Mickey's. And I was like, why? She goes, well, I just got off the phone with her. And like, I guess everybody's just been like getting fucked up all day. And I was like, dude, we're kind of like sober right now. And she's like, yeah. I was like, did you drink on the flight? She's like, nah. And I was like, I didn't either. And she's like, okay, so what do we do? Do we play catch up? And I was like, well, listen, if they're all like shablammied, we're not going out then, right? We're just gonna like drink at her house and have a good time. She's like, yeah, we're probably just gonna stay at her house, have some drinks, and then like play in her pool. And I was like, perfect, let's do that. I was like, oh fuck, we need to stop at a liquor store on the way there so that we can grab some of the stuff that like we like to drink. And she was like, yeah, we absolutely should. So we're walking down the escalator. We're like, all right, let's call a 2-stop Uber. And she's like, we should see if there's any like liquor stores by like where she lives. And by the grace of God, we get to the bottom of the escalator and there's a fucking liquor store. I was like, oh my God, the Lord provides in mysterious ways. So we go in there and like the prices really weren't that bad. Like I think it was like $4 more than what I'm used to paying here. So I was like, yeah, let's just run it here. So we get all of our stuff, call an Uber. We rock up to Mickey's house and like, it's a party. It's fun. Everybody's like bopping, beeping, booping, vibing. Everybody's in a bathing suit, but everybody is fucked up. And I was like, oh, fuck. Woodsy looks at me, I look at Woodsy, and I'm like, all right, well, let's do it. So Mickey's like, go put on your fucking bathing suits. Go, we need to fucking rage. You guys are in town. We gotta fucking do this. I'm like, yeah, fun. So Woodsy and I are sharing a room at Mickey's house. Mickey has like a very, very big house, but like she's got a bunch of people over for the weekend. So we're like, yeah, we're cool sharing. So anyways, we go into the bedroom. Woodsy looks at me, I look at her, and our eyes are the size of like golf balls. We're like, we need to play catch up really quick. She goes, okay. So she's got like these little like glasses like next to her sink for like mouthwash. And we both like take a glass, pour ourselves, take a shot, just gag. She takes a shot, gag, and we're like, should we do one more for good measure? She's like, yeah. So we both do another one. And then we put on our bathing suits and we go out there and just like, they got music going, they got the pool going, people are like jumping off into like this pool and stuff. And I was like, this is awesome. But I feel like a little overwhelmed, I guess in a way, just not really overwhelmed, just a little bit like shy, because if you've ever talked to like extremely fucked up people when you're not extremely fucked up, it's just kind of annoying. So I'm just like, come on, will these fucking shots kick in yet? And after about like, I don't know, 20 minutes, they do. And now I'm like talking with everyone. Everyone's yapping. We're having a good time. And this one girl comes up to me and she's like, are your tits fake? And she has a Scottish accent, but I can't do Scottish accents. And I was like, what? She's like, your tits. Nope, see, can't do it. She's like, your tits, are they fake? And I was like, yeah. She's like, so are mine. And just like shows me her boobs. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I was like, oh. Kind of like not looking, but like looking at the same time, like, nice. That's a nice set of headlights you got there. And she's like, yeah. And where'd you get yours? And I was like, Mexico City. And I like told her the thing about it. She's just laughing. And well, then Mickey's like, no, fuck this. Like, Morgan, you've never been to Vegas. We need to like go see Vegas. I was like, I'm not going on the Strip tonight. Like, hard no. This is also just like, I'm going to feel the need to babysit because everybody's been drinking all day and like we've drank the least. I'm not doing that. And she's like, all right, cool. Well, there's a dive bar like up the street from my house. Let's just go there. It's really fun. And I was like, you know what? That's actually a vibe I could handle. Let's do that. So we're like, all right, yeah, let's all go do that. Let's go like change clothes really quick and go up to the dive bar. And they're like, we really don't need to change. Just need to like put on some shoes and like a sarong or something. She's like, we're not going to get kicked out up there. And I was like, I think we're going to get kicked out of a bar being in bikinis. And she's like, I'm there all the time. No, we won't. And I was like, all right, well, I'm still going to like go put on like some shorts and a t-shirt. And so what do I put on? I put on my Taylor Swift shirt and just like a pair of shorts. And I meet everyone out and they're like, you like Taylor Swift? And I was like, honestly, we're having a good time. Don't piss me off. I love Taylor Swift. I'm not going to do the Taylor Swift debate with you guys. And they're like, okay. And so she opens up her garage and I'm standing there and everybody starts grabbing these like tandem bikes. And Mickey's like, Morgan, you and Woodsy, grab a bike. Because she's got like a shitload of them. And I look at Woodsy and I was like, I'll walk. She's like, dude, it's cool. It's fine. Like, we're not like that fucked up. You can do the tandem bike. And I go, no, I can't. And she's like, dude, like, it's fine. It'll be fun. Like, we're all going to just tandem bike like 3 blocks. I was like, I don't know how to ride a fucking bike. I don't know how to ride a bike. And Woodsy's like, what are you talking about? You don't know how to ride a bike? And I was like, I don't know how. Like, I just never learned. It's not a big deal. It really, like, has never, like, hindered me in my fucking life. I just don't know how to do it. And Mickey and all of them are all fucked up. They're like, hurry up, you guys, get on the fucking bikes. And I'm like, and was like, nah, it's cool. We're going to walk. We're going to walk. And I was like, yeah, it's cool. We're just going to walk. And she's like, get on that fucking bike. And she's like, drunk people being belligerent. They're like, get on the bike, get on the bike. And I was like, I don't know how to ride a bike. And everyone just kind of goes quiet, like just a record scratch. And they're like, you don't know how to ride a bike? And I was like, no. They're like, ew. Okay, well, we're going to meet you there. I was like, thank God. So, thankfully, someone in the group was like one of the guys in the group that's like doesn't drink. He's sober. I didn't even know he was fucking there, which is the wildest part. Like when he came up, he's like, "I'll drive you guys." I was like, "Oh, where have you been?" He's like, "I've been here the whole time." It's like, holy shit! Don't sneak up on me like that. Fuck. And he's like, "Listen, I'm sober. I don't drink. Like, I have no problem driving you guys over there, so you don't have to walk." And we're like, "Okay, cool." So he drives over. We go into this like it's like tiki bar themed. It's fucking tight. We all